All right. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? What is going on, you guys? All right. Sorry, hold on. Just playing some music. All right. Hello, Monica, Shannon. What's up, Tom? What's up, Complexity? What's up, you guys? Welcome to All Signs. So glad to have you here. Obviously, I do want to let you guys know I am going to be live on the Hipsy app tonight. I'm going to be doing about an hour of taking video calls, phone calls, and text messaging. Okay, so something to keep in mind. What's up, Jenmi? What's up, Cindy? What's up, Sacred Lotus? What's up, SJ? Yes, Tom. Oh my God. Well, I wanted to say, it's not just the last weekend of 2024. This today is my 5-year sober anniversary. I have been alcohol and tobacco free for 5 years. Hello, big deal for me. This is a huge milestone for me, and I hope that you guys know if you are having that issue, you can fricking get through it. You are badass, and I promise, the the life on the other side of that door you haven't opened is extraordinary. Okay. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. You're on day 2. I promise it really gets easier from there. You just got to channel that energy somewhere else. Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you, of light and dark. That means so much to me. So it has definitely been rough. It was absolutely a coping mechanism. It was absolutely a coping mechanism for trauma. It was a coping mechanism for, dealing with my social anxiety, right? And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore, which is this day 5 years ago. So, yeah, here we are, trying to explore the greatest of our potential. And I am very proud of myself. So it is, I never thought ever that I would be 5 years sober. So I am sober. I didn't think I was going to cry. But yeah, I'm very, very proud of myself. And if you are trying to quit drinking, I am very proud of you too. What's up, Lori? 9 days sober. Oh my God, Cindy, I'm so proud of you. That's incredible. It's so worth it, you guys. I freaking promise. And plus, you start to look like way hotter. I mean, hello. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ugh. That's incredible though. 9 days, it was definitely I remember it being like, "Damn, how am I going to deal with people?" That was my biggest thing. I was like, "How am I going to deal with people?" And I just freaking did it, dude. It was hard. There were some times in there where I was like having a breakup and God was testing me, boy. Woo! God was testing me. I felt like, are you gonna do it? You gonna do it? And I freaking didn't, bitch. Okay. I know they all thought I was gonna fail. Thanks, Light and Dark. Thank you. But yeah, I'm very happy. So obviously, guys, welcome to All Signs. Welcome to my 5-year sober anniversary. I am taking super chat questions. We are doing a Hipsy stream tonight. So if you want to book a super chat question during this live, oh my God, I forgot to put that I'm live on Hipsy. What an idiot. What an idiot. Total idiot. My God, hold on. Oh my God. 1 second, please. Live stream events. What a moron. Okay. Well, there we go. All right. Now it says that we're live on Hipsy. My goodness, I gotta get my life together. So yeah, what's up, Kismet? How are you? So we're going to be doing what to expect for this coming week. Okay. So this is going to be basically the new year. All right. And what we're having in the first week of the new year. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say, are we having a Mars Pluto opposition on the second? I think that we are. I'm pretty sure we're having a Mars Pluto opposition on January 2nd, which is like, El Barfo. Thank you, Barbie. But yeah, so we're gonna be seeing what's going to be coming up for you guys this week, whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's career, whatever it may be. And if you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can obviously find that link either in the pinned comment right up there, or you can find it in the description box below. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on. Shout out to Playboy Bunny for the first super chat question. Okay. El Barfo. Did I say El Barfo? Oh my God. What's up, Be Kind? So super chats will be answered. No. I'm sorry if I did not clarify. No, super chats will be answered here. So all super chat questions requested on Hipsy will be answered during this live stream. However, there are private one-on-one sessions that I make available on Hipsy. So whether this is a chat, whether this is like you want to text me or you want a voice call or you want a video call, I provide those things as a separate service on Hipsy. So if you're kind of like, you know what, I want something a little bit more personal, or I want more of a one-on-one kind of reading, then I make that available for you guys on Hipsy. So you'll see me going on there pretty much for the most part right after I get off of offline here. Okay. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can find me over there. Running for the View, and I'll catch the playback. I'm sometimes season 2 of Arcane. I think I finally understand. Arcane. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'll definitely have to check it out, but no problem. So yeah, so super chat questions, yes, they will be answered here, but I will be offering a one-on-one service on Hipsy. Okay, so 2 separate things. Okay. Also, obviously, make sure to check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture of what may be going on, because these are general readings. Once again, if you want to get something more private, you can do so on Hipsy, and you can do so on my website on violettalexis.com. Okay. All right, let's see. Shuffle a little bit. Should I do some different cards tonight, or should I do my usual? No, I'm gonna do my Game of Thrones, and I'm gonna do these ones. This was actually my first deck. This was my first deck that I got when my mom gave them to me. So this is like, they say you're not supposed to buy your deck, you're supposed to have it given to you. Well, this is my mom's, and she gave it to me. And so this is actually my first deck ever that I've had for like 20 years. So we're going to use that tonight for the special, my 5-year sober anniversary. The last time I drank alcohol was over 30 years ago. Wow. That's incredible. Are you kidding me? That is awesome. All right, let me get my other thing. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Lori. All right, let's get one more. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's see what you can expect for next week. Happy New Year, or happy early New Year. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna open the window because I already know in about 15 minutes I'm gonna be bitching that it's too hot. Watch once I hit the Taurus read. If Sean was here, he'd tell you. Never fails. The worst. All right, come on. Let's do 2 more shuffles and then we'll get it going. What's up, Playboy Bunny? Thanks for being the first super chatter of the night. Once again, you guys, if you have any super chat questions, you can ask them over on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. Please keep in mind that I will be offering a separate one-on-one service after this live ends that are separate from super chat questions. So video calls, voice calls, and chats, like text messages. Vanessa knows what's up. Sean will be here any second now. I feel like I haven't seen him in a while, unless I'm just tripping. All right, let's do it. It used to be at Gemini, and I blamed myself. I love that. So charming, Rick. All right, SJ. Thanks, baby. You can also do something else. A sweater looks to shut the hell up, Vanessa. Don't even start with me today. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I have the flannel pants on again today. The beauty of working at home from your laptop. You know what I mean? I love these pants. I swear I washed them since you guys last saw them. They're my favorite. My dad is so mad because last time I was on here, Underdog Tarot, she came in. She thought I was wearing a USCG sweatshirt and she tipped me because of it. And she put in the thing for your dad's service. And I sent it to him and he goes, fuck my life. Oh my God. All right, let's see. Yeah. You know what, Vanessa? Maybe they're hot flashes. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay. Maybe we're all either feral or we're all just premenopausal here. I'm not really sure which one I am. I can't really differentiate. You know what? Maybe that's my real problem. Maybe I'm just like on early menopause at 38 years old, you know? Or maybe I'm just feral, you know? Or maybe I have too much testosterone. I have to take testosterone blockers, swear to God. Spironolactone. Gross. But like it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like it's very interesting that very feminine women seem to be attracted to me and gay men seem to be equally as attracted to me. Makes you really think. Straight men usually don't like me. Rick is an exception. Not the rule, the exception. Menopause is wild. I don't really think I'm going through menopause, but I mean, I'm supposed to start my period today, and anyway, I'm gonna save you the gory details, but not black. Yeah, bitch, I have to take spironolactone because I was getting like really bad hormonal acne. This is the weirdest thing, right? Swear to God. So I'm 18 years old, and I had at the time, and I lived in California. I lived at my parents' house at the time. My uncle Rocky, debaucherous, insane, wild, lots of prison time. He was the coolest dude ever, though, honestly. Like, if that guy was around, no guy messed with me. Like, he was huge. He had like a girl with a ball gag in her mouth, like tied up, like a tattoo of that, like on his arm. Like, nobody messed with my uncle. Okay. And he used to, you know, be intimate with, I guess you could say, whatever that was, with this older woman, and she was considered like kind of like a witchy kind of lady. She was very eccentric. She was very strange, and usually I just ignored everything that came out of her mouth at that time. But now being older, I look back on it and I'm like, she might have really been onto something, right? So, down the line, Everyone's asleep at my parents' house. Everybody's asleep. And my parents lived in like a miniature mansion back then in the hills in Vacaville, California. And I'm laying there on the couch and it's like, I don't know, 4 AM, 3 AM, something like that. Everyone's totally knocked out. My uncle's knocked out, everybody. And I hear somebody walking from the hallway. It was a really big house. And there was like an atrium, like freaking in the dining room. It was incredible. So I'm laying there, I'm just watching TV, and I see this witch lady come out of my uncle's room, right? YouTube is listening. What? So, um, this this lady came out and she looks at me. She like stops in her tracks as she's like making her way to the kitchen. She looks at me. She like backs up for a second. She's doing one of these. And I just look at her back cuz like, what do you say? Right? And she comes over to me and she goes, "Let me see your fingers." Okay. I show her my fingers and she goes, "You have a lot of testosterone. You're going to have a lot of problems with men as you get older." And just walks away. She was saying that my testosterone was going to be part of the problem with these men in my life. And I just really feel like she wasn't that crazy. And she was like, "You have a lot of hair on your fingers." And I was like, "Really? I don't think it's that bad, bitch." But she, right, get out, leave now. Like, go rob the cheese sticks and the root beer from the fridge in my parents' house and go back to your BDSM uncle boyfriend. Yeah, it was really, really strange. It was very, very strange. I just never forgot that lady. And then he ended up dating her daughter, who was a dancer. And then they were all over at the same time once. And I was like, this is getting weird. By the way, he was a Cancer, my uncle, bucket crab, to be certain. Okay. Loved him though. Still do. All right. So, yeah, I agree, Rick. But it was very strange how she looked at me. Like she just like saw something for a second and then like did like a double take and like walked backwards and was like looking at me like she found something that nobody else did. It was just the weirdest. I felt too seen. Way too seen. It was strange. What's up, Natalia? All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you can expect for this coming week. Let's, of course, start with Aries. All righty. Let's do it. No, I wasn't getting like a weird jealousy thing. She was too crazy to be jealous. People that are that eccentric, they don't care about things like jealousy. She was she was just living her freest life, baby. I didn't sense that. I have a pretty good intuition on people's intentions or like their things. I wasn't getting that at all. Not at all. The night is dark and full of terrors. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do it. All signs. We're going to be taking a look at what you can expect for this coming week. Okay. If you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find the information either in the description box below or you can find it. It's inside of the pinned comment in the chat box. If you want to book a personal, you can either do it on Hipsy or you can do it on my website, violettaalexis.com. And also, this is my 5-year alcohol-free and cigarette-free anniversary. So thank you guys so much for being here. Also, another thing to keep in mind, I am going to be on top of the super chat questions, which are separate from what I'm going to explain to you now. I will be doing one-on-one sessions on Hipsy. So I'll be doing video calls, text messaging, and voice calls. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on here. What you can expect. Your energy is the High Priestess in reverse. Potential challenges, 6 of Wands in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse. for the good that you can expect. So this might be a little bit of the negative, what you can expect. This is just your overall energy. So the High Priestess in reverse, this can definitely show up when we're, getting to know a secret, or we're even revealing our own in some way. This can also be when we feel like we can't really trust ourselves or what our uh, 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 intuition is supposedly telling us, right? So the High Priestess in reverse tells me you're not really trusting what it is that you're feeling. The Page of Wands. No, you're spilling the tea to somebody. This is either you're spilling the, so I can look at this a couple different ways. Let's pull the third card so we're not just screwing around. The Tower. All righty. So something is going on where you're doubting yourself. You're doubting yourself. You're having a hard time trusting yourself a little bit in regards to maybe something with the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands can be like, I really want to start this thing. Okay. I really want to start this job. I really want to create this Substack. I really want to create this YouTube channel, whatever the thing is. And while you're sitting there playing wishy-washy and like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want. Something comes in that's forcing you to make the change, or that is forcing you to let go of something that you either didn't trust anyway, or that you've been needing to change for a long time. So it's one of those moments where you kind of have to just let go. And I feel like you are. I don't think that you're trying to hold on to it. You're just kind of like, all right, well, I guess this is happening. I don't feel like it's something so diabolical where you're just like, oh, my life is over. But it's definitely one of these moments where you're having a hard time going with what your instincts are telling you. So the Tower moment comes in when we're being too apprehensive and we're delaying something that needs to change. So in my opinion, it's because you're needing to start brand new, either in regards to something artistic, something creative. Maybe you're needing to finally message that school. Maybe you're finally needing to message that person. Maybe you're finally needing to tell somebody to F off. It's really going to depend on your own personal situation. Then we have, for a little bit of a challenge, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. So this might be an energy where maybe you are starting something new and you may have to abandon something else. But the thing is that I think the thing that you have to abandon, or the thing that you're essentially needing to move on from, was overlooking you anyway. It wasn't even looking in your direction, or it wasn't giving you the pat on the back that you need, or it was causing you to have a bit of a fall from grace. I feel like sometimes when we're being overlooked in like a certain situation, it's either A, you just haven't worked hard enough to be able to get that pat on the back, or B, you're really somewhere where people are not appreciating you. So sometimes you got to go elsewhere, right? For instance, toxic relationships. If somebody's not appreciating you and they just keep continuously showing you that they don't, well, what does that tell you, right? So with that 10 of Wands, I feel like it's about needing to take responsibility for that and needing to actually put in the work to eventually be able to have the success that you're looking for. So is it going to be difficult? Yeah. Is it going to be worth it? Double yeah. So then we have the Four of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Swords in reverse for something that you have to look forward to. For those of you that have been battling some kind of mental health issue, or you've really been going through it mentally, I feel like this is the time where you're like, I'm done with that. There's some kind of boundary that you're putting up, or you're fighting the good fight. Now, if it's like a person, okay, let's say it's a person, you're putting up a boundary towards that person that is affecting your mental health at an egregious level. If it is you've been overworking yourself, you're like, you know what, can't do it. Sorry, buddy, not coming in today or tomorrow. Thanks a lot. I'm not appreciated here anyway. Bye. Right? Not saying to go quit your job or something, but the Seven of Swords in reverse isn't always about the guilty conscience. Can it be? Absolutely. But the Seven of Swords in reverse can also talk about where we're needing to focus on self. Okay. So we're needing to focus on self. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Aquarius energy. Well, Aquarius energy can just simply be about being authentic. It can also tell you to build community, to rely on the community that loves you, whoever that may be or wherever that may be. This may also ask you to start thinking progressively, start thinking outside of the box in regards to what it is that you need to let go of. Uh like, what do you need to hold yourself accountable for? Like, what I mean by that is if you're trying to make it to a certain place in life, what are the things that you need to hold yourself accountable for in order for you to get there? Are you drinking too much? Are you smoking too much? Are you staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, every single morning? And you actually want to be somebody who wakes up at like 7 a.m. to go work out? You know, that's not for everybody, but for some people, that may be a goal. Well, then you need to hold yourself accountable for those things. So, I feel like you're needing to break free of something that you've been kind of tied to for a while. So thank you so much, Aries. I greatly appreciate you watching this. If you want to book a personal reading, or if you want to book a super chat during this live, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link either in the description box, or you can click the pinned comment in the chat box right there. All righty. Thank you, Aries. All right, let's do Taurus. My Christmas was awesome, Alien. How was yours? Good for you, Stace. All right, let's see, Taurus. Energy, King of Cups for my feminine Tauruses. This may be reversed. The Hermit for the challenge. We got Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have Four of Pentacles for the good coming to you, or the good that you can expect. So the King of Cups is in your energy. Well, whether you're a feminine or a masculine, you're certainly showing up in a more masculine yet mature energy. So for some of you, it may be that you're in love with somebody. Maybe you're a therapist. Maybe you're speaking to a therapist. Or like I said, you're just in this very mature energy, you know? And I always talk about the King of Cups like the rocks or the mountains that hold the ocean in where it needs to be, right? The King of Cups creates that space for vulnerability. And so I feel like that's what you guys are doing. I really like it. Let's see what else. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. For those of you, for my Tauruses that have been single, you may be rethinking that, or it can also be that you're feeling like you can't really relax because of some kind of love that you have for somebody. Like you're feeling as though you need to prove something, or you feel like you need to overdo it in some way to be able to get somebody's love. Queen of Wands, maybe. Very interesting energies. You have fire and you have water, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles in between, which shows me that there's a reevaluation of some kind of work between two people that needs to be done. Now you have a masculine energy here who is incredibly emotionally intelligent or mature, somebody that is clearly in love or is holding that space for whoever this Queen of Wands is, perhaps. And this Queen of Wands energy is, you know, the Queen of Wands, she's sexy, right? She's very much a leader. She very much speaks her mind. She can be very assertive. And it's cute because you see this King of Cups and he's staring at her, but she's just forward focused. And you also look at that Nine of Pentacles in reverse, how it's looking at her as well. I feel like that if you're whoever the masculine is seems to feel like they need to prove something to this Queen of Wands. The Hermit, the Two of Swords. Wow, the Lovers. You're welcome, Michelle. What's up, Faye? The Hermit, the Two of Swords, and the Lovers. Well, this is interesting because it shows the Hermit, which is about self. It's a solo self journey. And then you have the Lovers, which is about two people. It's about where we come together, we kind of merge, right? There's love here. There's two people, not just one. Now, the Two of Swords is here, which makes me feel like there's an indecision here that somebody has. Now, I don't know if that's, I don't know, you know, if this is the masculine's read or if this is the feminine read. Maybe it's for both of you. But there seems to be a, what do I choose? Myself or this? Or if I can choose both, how do I make that happen? How do I make that a thing? I think that the Nine of Pentacles in reverse also shows some kind of level of codependency here, but there doesn't need to be. And I feel like that's what the Hermit is saying with the Lovers, with the Two of Swords sandwiched in between. How can we choose both? How can we become both? How can we find that balance? That's what that looks like to me. The Four of Pentacles for what we can look forward to with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Somehow we're able to refrain from bringing up the past, or we're able to overcome certain arguments. And it can come from just being mature. The Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which can talk about feeling restricted, holding back, etc., things of that nature. And the Four of Pentacles can also be about responsibility. So I feel that there is this level of responsibility that somebody is taking. I feel like it's this King of Cups, but I'm not really certain. So take it as it resonates. But it seems like we're holding back our ego, or we are trying to evolve from what got us here in the first place. We are holding back so we do not lose. But it's holding back in a good way. So whoever is being this responsible person, holding back their ego, holding back old patterns, trying to be responsible in that way, it almost feels as if they're battling self and they're winning or something. I don't know if that makes sense. You have trine here. So this is about going with the flow. I really feel like with the trine, it's about something just falling into your lap. Now, in my opinion, in astrology, trines are usually known as, harmony, or known as something positive. And a lot of the times they are, but in my opinion, trines are just something that you have no control over. It's something that's going to happen, period. It's more so about how you're going to deal with it. And I feel like that's the advice. Thank you so much, Taurus. I really appreciate it. If you want to book a super chat reading, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link in the description box below, or you can click the link in the pinned comment in the chat box. Why do I always mess that one up? Oh, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, and you guys don't forget, I will be having one-on-one sessions tonight on Hipsy. I'll be live on Hipsy for about an hour. So if you guys want to do a voice call, a video call, or a text message, make sure you guys go follow me over there. All right, let's move on to Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see what you can expect for this upcoming week. The Three of Wands in reverse for your energy. The Knight of Cups for a challenge. The Four of Cups for the positive that you can expect. Interesting. Tell me about that Three of Wands in reverse. The Temperance in reverse. The World in reverse. Okay. There's something here that's a little unfinished. A plan that maybe didn't work out in the way that you had hoped. Something that you were attempting to create that is kind of rearing its head again and being like, "Hey, this isn't really working out as planned." It seems like you've attempted to go forward with something, but you're needing to kind of backtrack and kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit. Now, I don't know exactly what this is about, but it's been on a very specific journey that you've been on in some way, shape, or form. The world is Saturnian energy. So when I see it reversed like that, it's just saying, like, hey, there's a little bit more work to do before you fully launch this, or before you fully take this trip, or before you move, or whatever the thing is. So It's a journey that you've been on, but it almost feels like you've been overdoing it in some way, or there's a lack of balance in the way that you have been trying to go for it. And I don't know if it's just like the temperance in reverse, right? I think of like sometimes too much of a good thing, or doing, like, how do I explain? It's like, let's say that you are trying to become, you're trying to get a beach body. I don't know, right? You're trying to get a beach body, and like you are going in and like basically all you do is poop your pants, go to the gym and go to work. Right? This is basically like all you do. And then it's like, well, that's great, right? We're really glad you're working out and you're eating right. And absolutely, that's a part of life. It should be a part of everyone's life to a degree, but if you do it too much, you can cause burnout. You can cause muscle injury. You can really hurt yourself in some way. You could be not getting enough sleep or whatever the thing, just tiring yourself. So while these can be good goals to have, it's about, is it too much? Do we need to find the balance in this thing? Then we have the Knight of Cups with the Fool in reverse and the Ace of Wands. So this is a little bit of a challenge that you may be faced with. Now, it seems to me, in my opinion, that you really have your nose to the grindstone. Okay. You really got your nose to the grindstone. You're really going in, you're doing your thing. And then somebody comes around and they're like, hey, I'm in love with you. Or, hey, I'd like to take you out on a date. Now, it can be something that is very unexpected. And to be honest with you, if this is the case, some of you are like, I would love to have that, right? Some of you, it could just feel like somebody's getting in your way. I want you to be cautious with the things that you do or say, because you may do or say something very impulsive, because you're so consumed with whatever this other thing is. Now, for others of you, mm, there can be this, I don't want to say, there's something here that inspires you very much. It inspires you, your heart's in it in some way, but you're refusing to truly take the leap. And I feel like maybe for some of you, this could also be why this thing is unfinished. Maybe they're totally separate. I have no idea, but you're not trusting. What's the Fool in reverse about? The Death in reverse. Oh. You're holding on to something else that isn't working out, and you're missing something else that's right in front of you because of it. That's pretty much summed it up in a sentence. It's pretty much it. The Four of Cups, for something you have to look forward to. The Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Well, by the end of the week, you figure it all out, if that's any constellation. Constellation? Did I really just say constellation? My God. What's up, Simon? Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Your name looks familiar. Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're seeing it. You're seeing the thing that's right in front of you that you refuse to see. Or it's not even that maybe you refuse to see it, maybe for some of you, but you were too busy looking at something else that just wasn't working out, and you seem to be seeing what's right in front of your face. Can I be honest with you? I feel like for some of you, you've been maybe even, you may have been, I was just explaining this to a client, that the Four of Cups can sometimes show up. Let me explain this really quick. I don't want to take too much time, but the Four of Cups can show up like I don't know if you guys heard me complain before, but my daughters go to 2 different schools, and I do have to do a lot of driving, okay? In the morning, I gotta drive them, I gotta drive my youngest to her school, I gotta drive back to get the biggest one. Gotta drive my biggest to her school, drive back to get my shit together, right? Then later I gotta go back to pick them up from school, and then I gotta make dinner, and then I got I wrote it on my blog, wheredeadflowersbloom.com. Okay. I wrote about it. Some of you saw it, some of you didn't. But like honestly, these are good problems to have. You know, these are good problems to have. What if I didn't have my kids? I actually have a car that I can drive them to and from in. You know, I have food in my fridge that I can make for myself and my kids, right? These are not the worst problems to have. And I feel like some of you are seeing that, to be honest. Now, some of you, maybe this isn't your reading, okay? Maybe this isn't it. Maybe it's somebody that you're dealing with. What's up, Dark Matter? What's up, Rahul? Thank you very much. Thanks. We have Chiron here for your advice. So this is about the wound that never heals. Now, maybe see where Chiron is in your chart to be able to get an idea. Like for instance, I have Chiron in my second house. I definitely have wounds around money and my own self-worth and my own self-value. These are issues that I have, conjunct Lilith nonetheless, right? And so whatever yours is, I would certainly take a look at that because it could be impacting what's happening here. Exactly, Stacy. Exactly. What's up, Carmelita? Oh my God, is that my hoodie that you're wearing in your profile picture, Miss Ma'am? All right. Thank you so much, Gemini. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link in the description box below, or you can find the link in the pinned comment in the chat box. I just need to put it on the damn screen. I need to make that and put it on the screen. All right, Cancer, 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 Cancer. Dun, 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 dun. Why does it do that? That's so strange. Oh, I love that, Carmen. Yes. What's up, War Queen? Thank you, sweetheart. I hope you had a good one too. All right, my little Cancers. All right, Cancer. 5 of Swords for the energy. That's what you can expect. The Devil in reverse for a challenge that you can expect. The 9 of Swords for the positive that you can expect. Well, the 5 of Swords in your energy, I mean, you can definitely be kind of in a bit of a mood, okay? You can feel like you have to cut somebody else down in order to get ahead. Sometimes that can be the 5 of Swords. Sometimes it can be somebody who's, a little bit of a manipulator, somebody who's kind of pulling your leg a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody who's simply deceiving themselves, okay? But let's see. The Knight of Wands. Oh, is there something that you're passionate about? 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands. I mean, you're definitely on the go. This is a very like determined energy. This is like a Sagittarius on with wings, you know. You don't want a Sagittarius with wings, buddy. It's over for you. They're hitting you with the archer bow and arrow from the sky. And I feel like you guys seem to be very determined to take action in a very specific direction. You're kind of showing up as the life of the party a little bit, but I want you to be careful because sometimes when the 5 of Swords is touching something, it makes me feel like the person maybe doesn't always have the right motive, okay? Or sometimes it can be like if you put the 5 of Swords on top of the Knight of Wands is a very confident guy, or girl, right? Sometimes at the point of fault, okay? And you could be trying to go after what you want in a way that may not be conducive to your overall well-being, but let's see. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is like, what is the best example I can give for this? You have the passion and the excitement, but do you have the follow through is what you want to ask yourself, you know? Are you doing something the right way or are you just doing it your way? Okay. And sometimes, fuck it, right? But with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, this is something not being done to a standard that in the long run you're going to realize needed to be. So, this can be we are, I don't know, publishing something but we're not copywriting it. We are creating a business name but we're not getting the LLC for it, or whatever it may be, right? I'm not saying that that's what it is, but there's some groundwork that needs to be done, and I feel like you might be looking in the wrong direction here. Okay? So there's something that you're leaving behind, something that you need to fix here before you continue to, does that make sense? A challenge that you may face with what you can expect this week: the Devil in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So, the Devil in reverse can ask us, are we being honest with ourselves about our fears, our habits, our addictions, our coping mechanisms, our toxic ways, our red flags? Or are we ignoring another person's red flags, right? So it can definitely be that. And especially with that Page of Swords, what are we truly seeing? What are we truly observing? Do we have more to learn about a situation before we go diving right into it? Do we have more to learn about ourselves before we go diving right into something else? Do we have more to learn about another person that we're seeing but we're ignoring, right? So it can be things like that. Mm. I would also be careful of the way that you're thinking about something, because you may not, it may be an assumption. Basically, what I want to say is make sure you get your facts straight and make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed before moving forward with said thing. Okay. The Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is essentially what you have to look forward to. So even if it's negative, it's still positive. So if you've been dealing with some kind of trust issues, or you've been dealing with somebody with trust issues. Now, if this is you where you have some level of issues with trust in your life, it can just be that you are creating more scenarios, because what you're doing is you're taking past scenarios that have really screwed you up in some way or affected you at a negative level, and you are creating stories on top of that. Because what happens is when we go through trauma, or like let's say it's betrayal trauma, right? So we go through betrayal trauma, and then what happens is our brain is trying to protect itself. So now it's looking for the fault. Now it's looking for what's wrong, what's going on, what's the problem, what's going to happen next. Oh my God, what's around the corner, right? To be super dramatic about it. But, and while I'm not saying that some of your intuitions are not correct, because I'm certain that they are, there are some things that you're creating in your mind that are not necessarily accurate. Now, for others of you, if you've been dealing with a feminine energy in your life that seems to distrust you, or possibly even has anxiety or any kind of mental issues, I feel like this could be, or there is a possibility or an opportunity to be able to change that, or to be able to move forward from that. And somehow you may be involved. Okay. Your advice, the Moon. So the advice is about listening to our intuition. It can also be about learning to be vulnerable, opening up, taking care of our emotional needs, satisfying somebody else's emotional needs. The Moon is very flowy, it's very reflective, it's vulnerable, I don't want to say it's honest, because it can definitely be a little shady dependent upon, but if this is your advice, I feel like it's more so about your emotional needs and another person's, and somehow those emotional needs seem to be very prominent during this time. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link in the description box below, or you can just look at the pinned comment in the chat box. Let's go ahead and move on. What's up, Birdie? What's up, Third Planet Astrology? What do you mean all you see is Hipsy? What do you mean? Check your message, V, please. Oh my God, what? Oh, oh my God. Can I say it out loud? Am I allowed to say it out loud? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Everybody hashtag Carmen right now. Carmen right now. Carmen right now. Carmen right now. She gave me a little sobriety. I almost said birthday. Bitch, I am not a Capricorn. If I was though, I'd be unstoppable, right, guys? She sent me she sent me a sobriety gift. She sent me $200. You guys, can everybody please hashtag Carmen? That was a really sweet sobriety gift. Can everybody please hashtag her? Give her the love that I know her Leo moon adores. It needs it. You know what I'm saying? It needs it like I need more Game of Thrones tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Carmen, that was incredibly selfless. Thank you. Yes. Hold on, let me see. I did see that you wrote me a text message, but my Taurus rising, Taurus moon saw the money first. And then my Virgo sun saw the text message second, right? Hey, to be fair, okay, I do have Mars in Capricorn. Can I read the text message out loud? Thanks, guys, for shouting out Carmen. Do you want me to read the text message out loud, or do you want me to just read it to myself? Totally up to you. Myself or the chat. I said what I said. Okay. No shame. I just bought a tattoo machine going to start. Oh my God. Are you really? That would be so cool. I could never. I could never. Oh my God. The tattoos that people would leave with? No, absolutely not. I could never be trusted with a pen on anybody's back or skin, especially not a tattoo gun. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Carmen says, happy anniversary. I'm so thankful that you exist, friend, that even through all of the losses and hardship, you kept going despite any guarantee that things would get better. I love you. You are in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, with each chapter showing just how strong and capable you are. Watching you persevere has been such a gift. I hope you are as proud of you as I am. Keep flying high. I love you. Check Cash App. But you're not gonna make me cry. Not happening. That is so nice. Woo! Sorry, Carmen was there during like a really rough time of my life, so she kind of saw it. So that meant a lot to me. Thank you. Ah, I hate this. Oh, gross. Thanks, complexity. Um, all right. Let's do this. Let's get into our Leo reading, okay? To put a little pep in my step. Of course, she delivers it during the Cancer reading. Like, you know, how when in Rome. What's up, Cream? Good to see you. Yeah, that was really sweet. Thank you very much. What's up, Amelia? It's nice to see you. All right, Carmen, thank you. Truly. Let's move on to Leo, shall we? All right, Leo. Now that I am over my Cancerian tears, don't have any Cancer placements, by the way, just Moon in the first house. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and check out what you can expect for this coming week. Three of Wands. Nope. Idiot. 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 Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. 10 of Pentacles. Well, all right. That's it, guys. Show's over. Thanks for coming. Four of Wands in reverse is your overall energy. Well, this can definitely talk about wanting to just simply be alone, wanting to stay in the house, not really wanting to get out. The Four of Wands in reverse can also talk about, you know what? I have a pimple on my face and I don't want to go anywhere and I feel ugly, right? But it doesn't have to necessarily be about that. It can just be that you're feeling insecure in some way, so you're not really welcoming anyone into your space, or you're not feeling welcomed by somebody else. Can just be family issues. Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. You're trying to build something, but it's almost like you're trying to build something and you're looking for answers because you have questions. Because something is not, it almost looks like you thought that there was going to be some kind of reason to, like, let me give you a perfect example, right? Let's say that you are attempting to publish a book, like self-publish a book on Amazon. Right? And then you're like, "Oh my god, I finished my book. I sent it in," right? And then you, like, wait a week or something, I don't know how long it takes. And then you get a letter back and it's like, "Hey, you need to fix these things." And you're like, right? So you have to go back and you have to kind of, like, redo something before you can have, like, this, "Yay, I'm a published author," right? I'm not saying it's you're being an author, but do you understand what I mean by that? So, it's something to that effect, in my opinion. A challenge is the Two of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Emperor. There may be a misunderstanding that you have with a father figure, a boss, or some kind of masculine figure in your life. It can be really hard to overcome some kind of issue between you and this person. Now, for some of you, if you are the masculine energy, it can be about, instead of foking. All right, guys, that Taylor Swift album. Instead of focusing on this misunderstanding, or instead of holding on to old grudges or whatever the thing is, it may be like, hey, guess what? You have more important things to focus on right now. And that may be hard for you to do because of whatever this is, because your emotions are tied to it. For others of you, it can feel like there's some misunderstanding that you and a masculine energy are having, but it could feel like this person is a little too detached, or I'm too busy to talk about this, or I'm too busy to focus on these things right now, which could feel hurtful. Or you could feel like, I'm trying to talk to you. That's what this could also be about. I'm trying to talk to you, and I feel like you're not welcoming me in your space. What I will say is that it may not be that this person doesn't appreciate what you're saying, or that this person doesn't care what you have to say, but it seems like there's something that's very pressing in their life at the time that they really need to take care of. So what I want to say is, don't get too down on yourself this week, Leo. Try to just kind of take it easy a little bit and not freak out. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, with the Six of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is the positive. This is the positive of what you can expect. So even if it looks negative, it's not. Something that you may have thought was going to fail, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a business, something like that, right? Something that you've had established in your life. It could be that there's grudges being held in a certain direction in your life. It can feel like you've been a victim or something like that, but it seems like something about that is being resolved. So it may be that you receive an apology. It may be that you apologize and things get fixed. It may be that you end up healing some kind of wound that you have with a child, or healing your own childhood wound that you've had that have somehow affected your current relationships. Okay. So it can be something like that. How are we resolving this issue? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So if it is about finances, I can see you're learning how to better budget. I can also see that some of you guys, if you have some kind of money wound, that seems to be fixing itself in some way, or you're fixing it in some way. But the Queen of Pentacles, what she does is she takes care of herself, right? Whether you're a male or a female, she takes care of herself. She invests in herself. She puts into herself, and she puts herself first because she understands that if she doesn't, she can't take care of anybody else. She can't be the nurturing, loving person, giving, generous person that she wants to be. Mars is your advice. So this can say, don't get too, yeah, I think that we're having that Mars opposite Pluto this coming week. So Mars here can talk about defending yourself, needing to defend yourself, but in a negative light. It can also talk about being too aggressive. It can also be very impulsive, right? I look at Pluto, like Pluto is the higher octave of Mars. Mars is like, I want this done and I want it done now. And it doesn't play the long game, right? Pluto plays the long game. Mars doesn't have the patience. So I want to say be cautious around your patience this week. Don't look for quick fixes. Also, if you feel like you're needing to defend yourself, make sure that you're doing it in a mature manner. Don't lose your cool on somebody. Don't jump the gun. Okay. So just be cautious with that energy. That's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat reading during this live, then you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that information in the chat box below, or you can find it in the pinned comment in the chat section. All righty. And of course, we must do this. Totally forgot about that. But we're going to have to move you because that is where my other stuff goes. All right, cool. Rach said, just popping in to say hi, everyone, sending love, especially if the holidays are challenging for you. You're not alone. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, shoot. What's up, underdog? Sobriety looks amazing on you. You're glowing, hilarious, and Leo reading is brutally accurate. Excited for, what's up? Everybody definitely go check out her channel. It's actually pretty cool. I subscribed to her yesterday, actually. She's pretty damn awesome. It's really nice to see you. I'm gonna crash and burn with the sensitivity. I don't even want to think about it. I hate being. See, it's so funny because being vulnerable is like one of my biggest fears, but I'm so pathetically vulnerable in my writing. It's like embarrassing, but it's like I have to do it. Like I have to do it, right? I can't like reject my inner child. You know what I'm saying? It's like I gotta do it. I gotta project my shitty emotions onto everybody else so I don't have to hold it on my own. All right, Virgo, let's do it. Also, you guys, please keep in mind that I will be doing separate from super chat questions, which I will be answering during this live. After I get off this live, I will be live on Hipsy. So I'll be taking one-on-one calls, which is going to be private video calls, private voice calls, or private text messaging. So if you want me to pull some cards for you or something like that, or if you just need to vent, I'm up there as well because I've gotten a couple calls like that also, which have been very fun. Let's see here. Virgo. There she is. All right, Virgo, let's do it. The Magician in reverse for your energy. 7 of Cups in reverse for the challenge. The Chariot for what you have to look forward to. We got Virgo, Gemini energy here, Cancer energy. The Magician in reverse. Well, Virgo, definitely not my favorite for you just because the Magician is in reverse and this is your major arcana. So, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that in my opinion, if your major arcana is showing up in your energy as you in the upright, to me, this is you being in your full power. Now, the Magician in reverse, maybe not so much. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be in your full power. It just means that we got a little bit of a wounded leg this week, right? So it can be that you're having some self-doubt. Maybe you feel like you don't have everything that you need in order to create the reality that you so desire, but that is false. The Magician is actually about learning that you have everything that you need within you to be able to manifest what it is that you want. So there's a little bit of self-doubt here. Now, for some of you, this can be that you're a manipulator, straight up. Okay. Some of you, that's what it is. Hangman in reverse. You got Virgo and Pisces here now. Now we got polar opposites. You got to sacrifice one thing for another, but you're having a hard time seeing it because you're too focused on your own self-doubt. Staying in your comfort zone isn't going to work for you. There is something that you're needing to let. What is the thing we're needing to let go of? The King of Swords in reverse. Ugh. Well, for some of you, it could be an Aquarius male specifically, or a Gemini or Libra, but technically it's Aquarius in my opinion, the King of Swords. Now, for others of you, it can be around a certain mind frame. Okay. If there's a specific mind frame that you've been holding on to where you're gaslighting yourself into self-doubt or you are lying to yourself so that way you don't have to do something that's out of your comfort zone, that's got to go. For others of you, this could be a verbally abusive masculine energy in your life, even if they're not physically in your life. This can be the voice in your head that's followed you since childhood. For instance, let's say that you had a really crappy uncle that raised you, that berated you all the time, that told you weren't anything, that told you that you'd never make it, that told you were stupid, whatever. It could still be that voice that has become the narrator in your brain. And this tends to happen, especially from childhood. And then our little beautiful, cute little brains developed with that nasty voice inside of our head, and it becomes the narrator of our entire life. And then we'll see our actions manifest in real time because of that voice. And so I want you to ask yourself, what is it? Is it actually physically somebody in your life that's abusive? Or is it the person that was abusive still in your mind abusing you, making you question yourself, making you doubt yourself, making you think that you need something outside of you to create the reality that you want? What is it? Because it's causing you to stay in your comfort zone. The Seven of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups in reverse. And this is something that you may not expect, that could be a little bit challenging for you. This is about seeing the reality potentially of a specific person. The Seven of Cups in reverse can show up when we need to be honest with ourselves about the choices that we've made or about a choice that we need to make. And the Ace of Swords can be about vocalizing that choice. For some of you, it may be that you actually have to cut somebody out of your life because of the toxicity that they bring, because of the gossip, the drama, whatever it is that they bring into your life. For others of you, no, I feel like that's what it is. It's also about, this is also, it has a lot to do with your mindset, in my opinion. It seems like you're needing to be very honest with yourself about whatever this Three of Cups in reverse is. Let me put it like this. How you're going to know what this is you've had a delusion about it. You've like deluded yourself to whatever this thing is. You've looked at it and idealized it and you're like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. And it's like, it's not, hate to bust your chops, right? The Chariot. Ooh, this is what you have to look forward to. Some of you are getting a new car. Eight of Wands in reverse. If you guys have had a fear of maybe that's what it is too. Speaking your mind with something, not having the confidence, right? Which I don't feel like you seem to have in the beginning of the week, at least. By the end of the week, you're like, F the confidence, right? F the fear. I'm going to push through it anyway, and I'm going to do it. And I feel like you guys are expressing yourselves. I feel like you guys are very determined. Whatever fear you have, you're pushing through it, which is called courage. So there's something that maybe you've been wanting to get off your chest for a while, even if it's like a creative piece, or maybe it's actually you truly need to confront somebody. Maybe it's yourself. But to me, this is you taking responsibility for that and being honest with yourself and saying the thing that you want to say, that you need to say. I feel like you got something to look forward to, uh, Virgo. Here's air. Isn't that funny? Air. Well, air are the swords. It's about your mindset. It's asking you to be objective. It's asking you to keep an open mind as well. And it's asking you probably to be observant and maybe even learn something new for some of you. Or there's something you may even need to further your education on. But this air oracle card to show up, it just to me validates what I've been saying about you needing to change your mindset. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much. Good stuff coming for you guys. If you want to book a super chat with me during this live, you can do so at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link in the description box below, or you can find the link in the pinned comment in the chat box. What's up, Turquoise? Speaking of Virgos, birthday twin. You're welcome. Aw, shucks. All right, let's go ahead and get to my Libra folks now. All right, Libra. Libra. Shake, shake, shake your booty. The moon. We got Pisces energy here for your energy for this week. The Eight of Swords for what to expect when it comes to challenges and what to expect with something that you have to look forward to is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, not terrible. The moon energy. Well, this can be some fears, but it can honestly, with me, the moon in reverse or the moon in the upright can be bad or good. In my opinion, the moon is a maybe. The moon is very reflective. It's not really, I don't want to say it's its own thing because that sounds crappy, but it is a reflection. And the moon is making me feel like you're very intuitive. Maybe you're even being very creative this week, or you're kind of in that mood. You know what I mean? So I can see a lot of you maybe doing some art, doing something creative, maybe doing some journaling, maybe even spending some time alone as well. Maybe working on some videos, who knows? But a little bit maybe. Ooh, Libra always got some going on. Okay. You really just didn't have to flex on us that hard. It was just completely unnecessary in my personal opinion, but okay, that's fine. You want to stunt on Virgo after that terrible read. No, I'm just kidding. So you got the moon and you got the star. So to me, this is you listening to your gut instincts about what your dreams and your aspirations are and how you can get to that next step. This can also be a lot of emotional healing for you. Maybe you're sharing something, right? You think about the star, that's Aquarius. This is the water bear. The water bear takes from the river of knowledge and shares it with the community. So I'm wondering if there's something that you're taking from your own emotions and you're sharing it with the world in some way. Maybe you're doing some kind of public speaking. I don't know. Maybe you're, have a blog or something like that. But it's something to me that you're being very creative with. Definitely oh. As a tarot reader, I am just like, this is so delicious. This to me is beautiful. Some of you, maybe for some of you, if you're already in a commitment, I see it going magically. If you are not in a commitment and you feel like there's a relationship that's getting ready to make it to the next level, this could absolutely be it. If you've had any family issues, or even if you haven't, it just seems like a really good time with family. You seem to be very emotionally supportive and also being very emotionally supported. This is beautiful, like stunning. Like this energy, I feel like all we're missing is the sun. Virgo took that one, but I feel like all we're missing is the sun. But really, how much more do you need? That's beautiful. The 8 of Swords for a little bit of a challenge. Oh, well, look at that. Leo. Leo showed up anyway, baby. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. For those of you that are employed, there could be a little bit of maybe it's a miscommunication. Maybe we're having a hard time working on a team. It can be like a question of leadership. The 8 of Swords can also be like, who has the power here, right? 8 of Swords to the Strength, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Who really has the power here? Who's kind of in charge? In my opinion, I feel like you guys could, with that strength energy there, because if that's your challenge, it may be even telling you to take the lead, right? The strength, that's Leo energy. It's about being a leader. A lot of the times, it can also be about self-expression. But the strength is also the kind of card where it's like you don't always have to push for something. Sometimes it's better just to hold back and kind of mind your P's and Q's, you know? So it's really about you and kind of what you're deciding. There's some kind of group activity that's happening, and you may be a little confused about what your role is in that. So you're going to have to make a decision. Do I kind of fall back or do I take the lead? That's really what seems like is your debacle. The 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, there's Leo again. Dang. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. If you've had some bad issues with, like, not getting a return on your investments or something like that, or maybe issues around bills or debts or whatever it is, it seems like you have the confidence and you seem to have the gall, you seem to have the right motive to be able to fix some kind of either self-owned business or some kind of financial issue. So if you've had some kind of financial issue, you either have somebody helping you if you're not a masculine energy, or you are helping you. Okay, is what I feel like. For others of you, if this is about love, it can be that I hate to sound like a cliche tarot reader, but it can be that somebody unblocks the other person or comes out of the cold in some way. Ooh, confidence. I just heard a song, Ocean Alley Confidence, the sped up version. I usually don't get music in my readings, but I got that one. So, fire energy, this is about confidence, optimism, bravery, passion, just telling you to be confident in the moves that you're making. I mean, this is a really nice read. I mean, I don't have much to complain about. Yeah, you may not be getting along with some coworkers. You're not sure whether to fall back or take the lead. I feel like your confidence is really what's going to seal the deal with this. It's how you're going to figure this issue out. Okay. Thank you so much, Libra. I greatly appreciate you. I hope that you will like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. And if you want to book a super chat reading during this live, then you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that information in the description box below. All right. Let's move on to Scorpio. Cha, cha, cha. Alrighty. 1 second, party people. You're welcome, Stacy. Stacy, I'm sorry. Why did you say that YouTube was listening? Why did you say that? That was so bizarre. What is Kobiki? What's Kobki? Kopki? Kopki Hun? What does that mean? What is going on? Yes, Rick. Oh, Stacy, stop it. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what? I really feel bad because the quality has kind of like dwindled a little bit on my stream. But I had to stop using that freaking camera with that big light all the time. It was just like I couldn't hear myself think. I could not hear myself think. I'll go back to it eventually, but I'm like putting it off because I like this vibe so much more. I feel so more chill and I just feel like I can focus on what the hell I'm saying. Oh, we were saying naughty stuff. Oh, Stacy, were you saying naughty stuff? Oh, it was the commercial that oh my God, shut up. Listen, you can't tell my paranoid ass any of that. I act like I'm on meth 24/7 with the way that I think. My brain is always like, "What? What's wrong? What's going on? What's around the corner? Who done it?" Like, I can't. I was like, "Wait, what?" And like, mind you, I used to date a guy that had paranoid schizophrenia. In my opinion, he had paranoid schizophrenia. I'm sorry, but nobody says, no, you don't, tries to convince their girlfriend that their microwave is listening in on their conversations and that drones are flying outside of their apartment to listen to our other conversations that nobody cares about, you know? And so that really messed me up. You know what I'm saying? That messed me up for a while. That messed me up for a while. I'm like, dude, what? I'm not even gonna go on, okay, with the other things. I'm not lying, you know? And on top of that, with all the crazy hackers stuff, no, no, thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you. Total just turn me into a nut job. It gets worse if there's a fly in. It's a robot. I know it. It's listening to us. Oh my God. Oh, wow, I would love to go to a chiropractor, guys. I gotta pee. I can wait for after Scorpio. Okay, if you're a Venus in Scorpio, raise your hands. Don't be coy. Nobody cares what I am, honestly. Invisible flies. Right, Tom. Exactly. You know what's going on, don't you, buddy? Yeah, no. And it's so funny because I am usually such a shut up, that didn't happen. That's ridiculous. You're being crazy. Like, I was always like that. And then, like, I really had some stuff that was done to me where I was like, they're trying to make me crazy. People are trying to make me crazy. Like, no, 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 no. I just so strange. It's just I don't know if this is my North Node in Aries that's happening where I'm supposed to like combat all of the stuff. I don't care what you say. I couldn't imagine. I know they're like, "Oh my God, you picked your chart before you came back to Earth." I didn't choose that. No. You know what I think happened? You know what I think happened? I think God took one look at me after I died in my last life and was like, "Guess what, bitch? You have two choices. Okay. You either go to hell or you go back and figure it out again." And I was like, "All right, guess I'm going back, guys. Put on my skin coat. Let's go." There's no way. I messed up somewhere. I know I must have. Don't blame it on Aries. Listen, I'm blaming myself. Okay. But yeah, having North Node and Aries in the 12th house, do you know how freaking hard that is? You feel like you're constantly battling enemies you can't even see. It's exhausting. I just don't even care anymore. Just like, just take me, dude. You know, is it if it's that important to you? Been fighting men my whole life. Ugh. But I also have Mars and Capricorn, so. Oh, you're a Scorpio Venus too? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I car I carved your name into my skin. I know we just met a week ago. Invisible flies, period. All right, guys, let's do this. You get too hot for hell. Love that. Clock that. I have dealt with that before. Absolute whack job has you questioning everything insane. Yeah, no. I'm like, I need Jesus. Listen, there's nothing funnier. Now, of course, I moved my Bible, right? But I'm such a walking contradiction. Like, usually when you see my desk, I have a bunch of tarot cards and I have like a Bible right here, you know? My grandmother's rosary isn't too far, which, by the way, yesterday I accidentally called it rosemary. I'm sorry. God was like, bitch, what? Right. No, just, I can't. I just, you got to have balance. Venus, Pluto, and something else. Oh, okay. I really like Scorpios. I do. One of my favorite boyfriends, honestly, I had two Scorpio lovers, and they were truly some of my favorites, dare I say. I would say that the water signs have been my favorites. Hold on, let me think. The Scorpios were very protective of me, like highly protective, especially the man. The Cancer, there is nobody that is as psychic as a Cancer, and also nobody as manipulative. They can use their power for good or bad. There's rarely an in between. It's very, very scary. And if they don't get their way, they will find a way to get their way. They will figure it out. They will learn your emotions like the back of their hand. It is the most insane thing I've ever seen. I dated Pisces a lot in high school. Crazy. 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 You think a Venus in Scorpio gets obsessive. Have you ever met a Pisces man? Wow. Crazy. Oh, I love Cancer Venus. Cancer Venus, they really know how, but they can be manipulative too. I feel like Cancers are the most manipulative side, but they're also my favorite. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Sorry. Okay, let's do this. All right, Scorpio. Energy. 5 of Cups. Yikes. Well, that is Scorpio energy, so that's interesting. I think it is, yes. The Empress is your challenge. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse for what you can expect that's positive for this week. Oh no. 8 of Cups in reverse. Queen is... All right, Scorpio. If you're a feminine Scorpio, don't lose it, buddy. Because I'm telling you right now, you have essentially you've either rejected something, been disappointed with something, something's happening where you've been disappointed and you've rejected it, and now you're like, damn, I kind of want to get it back or go back to it. Or you've accepted something that you've rejected before, and now you're like, wow, I just cut myself off at the knees and essentially settled. And now you're furious. You're upset, you're mentally ill. No, I'm just kidding. But the Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who cannot handle their emotions. They are having a very hard time being logical and practical, and they can't think straight. So now what happens is the Queen of Swords, when she's angry, she starts banging on a bunch of pots and pans and starts marching throughout the house, screaming obscenities. Right? Not literally. Think of if Judge Judy hated you and you guys saw each other at the bar and she was shit-faced drunk and you guys came face-to-face in contact. That is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay? And you seem to be pretty upset. Now, what I will say is that with the 5 of Cups here in the upright, you're not seeing the silver lining of something. Now, you guys are the best at being the Phoenix. You guys are the best taking something, a negative situation that tried to kill you, that tried to beat your ass, and turning it around on everybody else and you coming out on top. You guys are famous for that, but you have to get out of your own way. You have to get out of your own head. You just got to do it because there's a way out. And the way out was probably the way in. The Empress, where's she looking? The Empress is not looking at this Hierophant in reverse. Are you this Empress? Are you selling yourself short here when really you're supposed to be here? Oh, for a King of Pentacles. Oh. The Empress that married the King of Pentacles. Nobody said nobody ever. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke, right? Now, I'm going to say I do think you're selling yourself short for some of you. I think that you may be selling, and it doesn't have to be about a man or a woman, okay? It doesn't have to be about that. It can be about you settling at a job. It can be about, you not appreciating a job that you had and you basically screwed it off and now you got fired. Not saying you're really going to get fired. This is just a stupid example, okay? Please. I'm nobody. I'm nothing. But now it's like you're losing your mind because now you've lost something that you didn't appreciate in the first place. For some of you, that can be it. Okay. It could also be the other, where you are settling and now you're mad at everybody around you because you've set the standard for what you think you deserve. Now, with this, I feel like you've overlooked something that was fundamentally valuable to you. Something that meant something to you. Something that this is, dare I, this is like if you are a hardcore, right? Let's say you're a dude, okay? Let's say you're like a hardcore red pill community guy, okay? You're like, yeah, like, I'm the prize, right? And then you turn around and then you date a hardcore feminist. But those other things are like your values, right? That's like that these are your core beliefs, right? Now, I see, I don't want to always make it about the feminine's perspective because I feel like I do that a lot. But I am a woman, so it's hard. So I tried to do the opposite, but it doesn't feel like it's working for me so well. So I'm just going to do what I would naturally do because that's just me and I just don't care. So let's say that you are a feminist, okay? You're a feminist. These are your core beliefs, and this is what you believe, and that's it. And then you end up like seriously overlooking this red pill community person who has maybe some very toxic perspective, like that guy Nicholas Fuentes and what he says. And this is like a kind of guy that would retweet these kind of tweets about, your body, my choice, those kind of things. And like you end up like marrying this person. And then like 5 years into it, you're like, what did I do? And then you're just kind of mad at the world because of it, when really you should have been looking at those in the first place. And I'm going to tell you right now, preaching to the choir here. Definitely had some run-ins with some issues. So it's making me feel like it's asking you to look at the true core values, and does that align with what it is that you're trying to build in general or what you're trying to build with another person? What's up, Zenergy? Ooh, clever name. Very cute. I know. Crystal, please, please. I don't need to hear the truth. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Justice. Wowzers. Okay. This is the time to be the sober Judge Judy. Right, guys? This is the time when you need to say, something isn't meeting my standard. Whether it's a person, whether it's a job, whether it's you. and you were the cause of your own demise. For instance, if it's you and you're like, wow, I could have really worked harder and done better, and that would have balanced my life out. I could have actually put in half more of an effort and got twice the results as opposed to what I've been doing and settling in an area that I shouldn't have settled in. But you're going to make the choice that's going to be right for you, that's going to balance you and your life. And it seems like you get your together at some point, baby. I don't know when it is, but what's the illusion? Are you playing the victim? Do you make bad choices and then get mad at everybody else? Or do you delude yourself? Do you overlook the thing? I didn't see that. We all do it, right? For some of you, this can also be about sacrifice and letting go. It might be that time, ladies and or gents, or whatever you identify as, right? Let it wash away. Let it wash away. Ooh, that was intense. Thank you, Scorpio. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that information in the description box below, or you can click the link in the pinned comment. Well, when you put it like that, right, right. All right, let's move on to Saggy. All right, Sag, let's check it out. What you can expect for this upcoming week, the 9 of Cups in reverse for your energy. What you can expect that is going to be a challenge is the Judgment in reverse. What you can expect that's going to be positive is the 7 of Wands. Love it, love it, love it. So let's see. Now we got to bring out my lucky Game of Thrones deck. Queen of Swords in reverse again. How funny is that? Scorpio had that. You may have Scorpio placements. Wow, and the King of Pentacles in reverse again. Some of you definitely have Scorpio placements for that. That was like literally the 2 cards that just showed up in the Scorpio read. How interesting is that? So I can't tell if you're the masculine or the feminine. So I'm just going to address both. Essentially, what is going on? 2 people are not getting what they want. Something is missing. We're overdoing it. We are over arguing. The feminine is over emotional. She's mad. She's pissed off. The King of Pentacles in reverse is being very stubborn, or he could be potentially using the feminine. That's not for all of you. I'm telling you the possibilities. Okay. Tarot's about possibilities. And somehow, some way, both parties may be being selfish. Now, I'm not saying that selfish is a bad thing per se. Now, the 9 of Cups in the upright is positive. The 9 of Cups in reverse, this almost reminds me of the 5 of Wands, where everybody has an idea of how something should go. Nobody's listening. So because nobody's listening, nobody's getting their needs met. Because nobody's getting their needs met, nobody's happy. Because nobody cares about what the other person is saying. That's what this reminds me of. Not only that, but there's a codependent and potentially a toxic energy that's happening. Why do I say that? I say that because the 9 of Cups in reverse, in my opinion, because it's Jupiter and Pisces, right? Jupiter and Pisces is great. I have it natally. I have it retrograde, but I have it natally. But Jupiter and Pisces, if we want to look at it from a negative aspect, now, no matter what, Jupiter is always going to be positive to a point. But it's like what I was talking about in that earlier read, where too much of a good thing is not always a good thing. So it can be we are overdoing it with Piscean things, which can be what? Drugs, booze, addictions, things like that. How are we coping with our unhappiness? I can see that between the 2 of you. So I don't know if you're the masculine. I don't know if you're the feminine. I don't know what the hell you are, but I see 2 people here. The Judgment in reverse, the 5 of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 5s, an ending is near. And it needs to happen. And the Judgment in reverse is like, well, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to take accountability. I don't want to look at it. Now sometimes it can be positive. It's like, let dead dogs lie. That's it, right? Leave it alone. but not to me in this circumstance. Now, this is a challenge because it can be overcome. If we start taking accountability instead of living in the mindset of like, oh, nothing is ever good enough. Nobody's ever going to be good enough. I'm never going to be good enough. I'm never going to be able to overcome these addictions. Now, you could say the opposite, and guess what? Both are going to be right. It's about what you're going to take action on. So, what are you going to take action on? Because Jupiter in Pisces, right, which is what the Nine of Cups is, in a negative light can also be somebody who's playing the victim to try to dissuade, I think is the right word, from accountability. That really their entire reality and how they've got to this point are because of the choices that we've made. Hi, guilty as well. So it's about coming out of that and ending that narrative, ending that idea that this has to be what it is. It is whatever you decide it is when you start making the right decisions. Oh, and look at that. Turn that Nine of Cups upright, baby, period. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles, 999. Whoa. Love this reading. Love this reading. 5, 10, completion, 999. Some of you guys are a life path 9 like me. That codependency I was talking about, it can come from a place of not feeling good enough, feeling like you're needing to prove yourself, whatever it may be. That is changing. And it seems to be changing because you seem to be standing up for yourself. You are overcoming some kind of adversity. It can even be that there's people in your life that are jealous of you in some way. They may want your spot. And because you stand up for yourself, or because you maintain your cool, or you focus on yourself, but not in the way where it's selfish or where it's, I need to meet your needs so that way you can meet my needs. No, 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 no. There's this strength that you have, and it's going to happen. It's going to be something that's very unexpected when you're going to need to utilize your strength. It's going to be unexpected. You're going to be like, wait, what? But for some reason, because you do that, you end up getting what you want. Whatever this thing is that you're not getting, because of you standing up for yourself in a certain scenario, because you're maintaining that sense of self and that sense of power, you end up getting what you want. House 7. Is this about a relationship or a marriage or a business partner? Is this just about how you relate to other people? Because there's something around profound relationships, intimacy, romantic partnerships, things like this. Something in regards to that. It's telling you there's a focus here, or there needs to be a focus here. Like, for instance, do you let people walk all, usually Sagittariuses do not, okay? Some of them do. But an empowered Sagittarius usually does not allow anybody to walk over them. I know. My best friend's one. My mom's one. Okay. I was raised by one. My daughter's one. Okay. So something about that. I'm hungry. Somebody order me a pizza. You know what? They used to have this program for live streamers on Twitch. I don't know if they still do it, but they had these programs where you could buy your favorite streamer something off of a list and like have it sent to their house, but you can't see their address. Genius idea. Absolutely genius. Best thing ever. Best thing ever. So cool. What a cool idea. Ooh, I got a new Substack subscriber. Damn, I got a lot lately. I'm gonna need to freaking. Oh, they found me on Google? Oh my God, guys. Somebody found me on Google and subscribe to my blog. So cool. I got a lot lately. Very cool. I love how it tells you where they found you. That's really awesome. I'm so hungry. Give me your Addy. You're crazy. I need to work out. I'm waiting for a package to be delivered tomorrow, and it's like, oh, so your package is going to be delivered anywhere from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Who has that kind of time? I just have to sit here, but you have to go to the gym. You can do that with an well, yeah, I know the Amazon wish list, but you can't go and order like a pizza off of Amazon. Be so for real. I wish, right? I am so hungry. That Taurus moon is a bull in a china shop right now. I'm going to get a snack in a second. I think I have some cashews. No, I'm going to get them now. Bitch. Ow. So professional, right? How could anybody possibly take me seriously? I agree. Shikar. Whatever. I'm not crazy. No. If you watch me, you are some level of crazy. Not just salted, Vanessa. Lightly salted. Right, Lori. Hell no. There was this guy a long time ago. He was quite generous, but kept like trying to pressure me to give him my address. And I was like, no, no, I'm sorry. And then he got mad at me and flipped out. And I was like, oh, wow. Really sad I didn't give you my address. Been terrified ever since. Oh, okay, Carmen. After finding me, she's full of shit. Oh my God, my TMJ. Oh man, I thought maybe I cracked it back into place. I don't know, Vanessa. I don't know. I wish I was a better actress. I feel like if I could act, I'd be really great. Yeah, bitch, duh. Okay. Sorry. Violetta is actually ordering pizza to be delivered here. I'm trying not to. Shut up, Lori. I'm trying not to eat so much pizza. I'm trying to do meal prep and stuff. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I think you could really confuse people if you had a cashew box. What do you mean? Do you like pineapple on your pizza? I am deathly allergic to pineapple, and if I eat pineapple, I am anaphylactic when it comes to pineapple. Never been allergic to anything in my life. It was only like a few months after I got sober and I had like a diabolical attack and I didn't understand. I thought I was dying. I thought I was dying. I thought I was dying. They had to haul me out in the ambulance. It was bad. I never had that happen in my life. Didn't understand it. It was the most terrifying thing. You feel like you're dying. It is so scary. I had no idea how bad that was. Ugh, it was scary. All right, let's see here. Capricorn. Whee! Let's see. Your energy, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse for a challenge that you can expect. And something you can look forward to is the Two of Wands in reverse. Let's see. Okay. You seem to be kind of a bit at a standstill in regards to where you're trying to invest your time and your energy. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse can show up when we are not doing the work or when we are too focused on perfection. Something has to be perfect in order for it to be done. What do they say? Perfection is the death of progress. Period. Ugh, I can't believe I said that so perfect. And the Seven of Pentacles tells me that you are invested in something, but you may not be sure how to move forward. And it can be a financial investment. It can be like a business that you've invested money into. It can be a person maybe that you've invested into. Knight of Pentacles in reverse can also talk about when we're too focused on what everybody else thinks. And that is the basis for our decision making. Now, the Eight of Swords in reverse does tell me that at some point you're getting unstuck from whatever this decision is. Okay. So I think that you're getting some kind of return, but you seem to be in stuck mode for some. Why are we in stuck mode? The Page of Pentacles, it can be a delay. It can be a delay, or you're feeling like you're not educated enough to move forward with something, or you're trying to start something new, but you don't know which direction you want to go. It can be something like that. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Now, this is going to be for your challenge. Well, there you are, baby, looking alive. The Devil in reverse, the Hierophant. So you got your Taurus brother or sister hanging out here with you, which I like to see. To me, in my opinion, the Seven of Wands can show in reverse can show up when we're not feeling self-assured, when we're not feeling confident to maintain the position that we've already fought for. The Seven of Wands in reverse can show up when we're caring too much about what other people think to move forward or stand up for ourselves in some way. So it's this energy of feeling like you're backed into a corner in some way, but what it's asking you to do is ask yourself why. Why is that? Why do you care so much about what these people think? Why do you feel like you can't go up against the competition? Why are you acting that way? What is the insecurity? Because it's telling you that you can. It's telling you that you can, but it's just in your own mind. And I feel like with the Hierophant there, it can be that you're needing to educate yourself, yes, a little bit more. So maybe you're needing to lay the groundwork a little bit more before you move forward. But just because you haven't yet doesn't mean that you can't. And it doesn't mean that once you do, you can't rise up against the competition or maintain some kind of status that you've already acquired. I feel like for you, it's about building the foundation for something and not letting a little either slip up or letting a little hiccup or letting what somebody else is influencing. Like, people are there to put resistance up against us when we really want something. People are there. I mean, people are here for a lot of reasons, but people are sometimes there to challenge us for our better good. And they don't even realize it that they're doing that, but sometimes they are. So, don't let a little bit of controversy or somebody with their negative thinking get you to be so easily influenced by what they're saying that, you poop your pants. I mean, so then you have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Lovers in reverse. I feel like you're disconnecting from what somebody else is saying to you, but I feel like it's something positive. And what I mean by that is like if somebody's negatively influencing you, this can be the time where you're like, yeah, I don't care, bye. Okay, with that Knight of Swords, you could be giving them a piece of your mind. For others of you, it's really interesting that your challenge is the Hierophant, and what comes after the Hierophant is the Lovers. And you see the Lovers in reverse for what you have to look forward to. So you're realizing before making some kind of very big decision, you're like, oh, wait a minute. You know what? I just got to do a little bit of cleanup on aisle 5 before I can really do the thing. So once again, this is about laying this. This reminds me of somebody's reading. Was it Cancer? I don't remember. I want to say it was Cancer. Basically, you're just laying the groundwork. You're just laying the groundwork for something. Just don't get in your head about what somebody else is saying, like you can't do it or something like that. Oh man, I don't have any more of these. Oh, that's okay. I'll just take this, I guess. It's time to release negativity. So yeah, end the BS, okay? What is the BS? Is it the negative thinking? Are you allowing somebody else to influence you? You know, did your mom or your daddy say something really mean to you when you were little and like you just carry that around? Hey, guess what? We all do, honey. But I don't want that to stop you from some kind of level of success. All you really have to do is lay the groundwork. That's it. Thank you, Cappy. All right. And if you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. Oh my God, I got to pee so bad. I don't know how to not go over 2 hours. I'm so terrible with that. I just don't stop talking. Then I bring snacks on board, you know? So dumb. All right, guys, let's see. Aquarius, energy, temperance in reverse, challenge, fool in reverse. Look forward to the 7 of swords. Let's take a look at that temperance. Oh, God. Oh, honey, are you okay? Are you okay? Listen, you know, stop biting off more than you can chew. Seriously, it's okay to take a load off. You don't have to do everything for everybody. You don't have to say yes to everything. You just don't, baby. You know, I really want you to. This is the week where you simplify your fucking life, Aquarius. Simplify your life. Take out some of the things that are weighing on you. Take out some of the things that are too much. Things that are unnecessary, right? What are those things? What are you spending your time on, right? What would you like to have more time for? Because right now it's like you're overdoing it and it's overwhelming to you. And it's, you know, breaking your back in some way. Now, what I do like is that the Two of Pentacles is here, which is telling me that you're learning to simplify your life or you're making the right practical decisions in order to simplify your life. So not everything feels like a weighted task. The Fool in reverse with the 9 of Swords and the Page. Jesus. My goodness. This makes me think of like Jupiter opposite Uranus or something. Like we're trying to expand in some area of our life, right? Because that's Jupiter and Gemini, that 9 of Swords. The Fool is Uranus, right? I have Jupiter square Uranus natally. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But the Fool in reverse is like, I guess you could say negative Uranian energy. And the 9 of Swords is like, ugh, you know, it's Jupiter. Okay. So it can be positive, but the 9 of Swords is like anxiety ridden, you know, crystal meth, anxiety attack. Okay. And the Fool in reverse is like, it makes me feel like you're trying to expand in some area of your life, but it's that you're needing to think differently, in my opinion. And I feel like you're overthinking things, or once again, you're biting off more than you can chew when it's simply unnecessary. And what I will say, that if somebody is attempting to assist you or help you this week, take it. Don't be prideful. Don't try to be the hero. Don't try to be the good guy, whatever. Take the help. Take the help. Also, what I want to say is make sure that you're taking care of your mental health this week. Take care of your mental health. Please take a load off, because whatever this is, hate it. Now, what I do like is the Two of Pentacles. So it seems like you're starting to make the right choices. You're like, okay, it's like there's a realization there. You're not ignorant to what's going on. We have the Seven of Swords. Some of you are a moon in Aquarius. The Nine of Wands in reverse, 2 nines here, and the King of Swords in reverse, Aquarius, double Aquarius energy. Interesting. So the Seven of Swords is about a person doing something difficult for the good of the group. I feel like somebody's doing this for you. I feel like somebody, like, this reminds me of when I am just having a week where I am very overwhelmed. The house is a mess. I'm freaking out. My car is a mess. I'm freaking out. I haven't gone to the gym in 6 days. I haven't meal prepped anything. I still have to cook dinner for the kids. I still have to work. I have a reading. I have to right? Still got to do member videos, right? And I am losing my mind. I am on the brink of a psychotic break. And my mom's like, "Hey, I was wondering if I can pick up the kids tonight, bring them to school tomorrow." Yes, absolutely. 10 out of 10. Thank you. You're a goddess. That is what somebody, in my opinion, is doing for you to take off that mental drain. You have an energy of you are good enough. Some of you take on too much because you're trying to prove something, or you feel like you have to constantly offer something in order to be accepted by people. Guess what? You don't have to do that. And if they don't accept you, that's okay. Have a nice day, right? Moving along. Read The Art of The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. Great book. He talks about one of my favorite poets in there too, Charles Bukowski. He was also a Taurus rising. But I feel like you guys are usually the poster child for that. Probably you and Sagittarius. All right, thank you so much, Aquarius. If you guys want to book a super chat, you can go ahead and click the link in the description box below, or you can click the link in the pinned comment. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Cha-cha-cha. What's up, Kaylee? Oh my God, I'm dead, Underdog Tarot. I'm so dead. All right, you guys, please keep in mind that I am going to be on Hipsy tonight for private one-on-one sessions, whether that's video call, voice call, or text messaging. Okay, so something to keep in mind. After the stream. This is very serious work. Please excuse me. Hey, Kaylee. I remember Kaylee. What, Lori? Oh, it's terrifying. Okay. Sorry, I know that was gross, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. Alrighty. Pisces, what you can expect. Your energy. Ooh, love it. Your energy is the Queen of Pentacles. What you can expect this week for a challenge, the Three of Swords. Don't fret, don't fret. The Page of Swords in reverse for what you have to look forward to. I bet you I know what's going on. Queen of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse, the Four of I don't have time for this. That's what I heard. This is making me feel, you guys look at this cool little rose quartz pen, right? I know, so freaking cliche. Oh, rose quartz. But my parents gave it to me. I thought it was really cute. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Well, here's your major arcana showing up looking cute, right? She's reversed. That doesn't necessarily have to mean bad. It can mean good. The moon is a little iffy. You're never really sure what you're going to get, right? But it's surrounded by positive cards, in my opinion. So this makes me feel like you're really taking care of yourself. Money's looking pretty good. Any fears that you've had, you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't have to think like that, or I don't have to feel like that, or I don't have to suppress my emotions for anybody, or I'm going to take care of my emotional well-being, or you know what? I'm going to take a risk on financially on this business or whatever. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you what I hear. For some of you, you could be in a relationship with that Queen of Pentacles. It could be going well, maybe. But usually the Queen of Pentacles, she's like, listen, I got to take my sitz bath. I got to do my nails. I got to take care of me. I got to get my money right. We can talk later, right? She can kind of be like that kind of lady. You know what I mean? She puts herself first and her money first and her self-care first. And that's cute. We love that. So I feel like that's what you guys are kind of doing. The Three of Swords for a challenge with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All righty. So you're in this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, great character. Love her. She's great. 10 out of 10. We absolutely love the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is Taurus, but so is this. What is Taurus all about? Taurus is about, yes, the money, don't get me wrong, but Taurus is about self-worth, self-value, okay? Putting yourself first sometimes. Sometimes you need to do that. Taking care of you, prioritizing the things that are important. I really feel now, with the Queen of Pentacles being the Queen of Pentacles, nothing wrong with the Queen of Wands, nothing wrong with the Queen of, all of them great queens, wonderful queens. They have their own qualities about them, but the Empress is all of them. She is the creme de la creme. She is that lady. You know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are on the precipice of that. I feel like you guys are getting very close to embodying that energy, getting close to becoming it. But I'm wondering if there's some fear that you're suppressing, or if there's some fear that you're trying not to look at. As you can see, the Queen of Pentacles is looking the opposite direction now. This can be some past issue that is resurfacing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the physical, like an ex comes back and tells you how much they hate you or admits that they cheated on you or anything like that. But there is some kind of cycle that is being repeated that is going to rear its head and may trigger a wound within you. It could be a self-worth wound, a self-value wound, a wound that challenges you to not put yourself first. A wound that says you're not actually worthy. You should be giving to everybody else. You're actually not worthy. You should go ahead and give the abusive ex another try, right? Which 0 out of 10 do not recommend. But the reason why it's here is because it's the resistance that's trying to get you to push against it. And what happens when we push against something? A lot of the times we become stronger if we allow it. It's like when you go to the gym and you're like, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit of an extra plate at the gym today and I'm going to try to build more muscle. Okay. That is a good resistance. Now, of course, know your fucking battles, right? You're not going to go to the gym for the first time and trying to be squatting 300 pounds. You're an idiot in that case, right? But this is one that you can overcome. Don't ignore it though. Step up to the challenge if you want to, because you're there, you're getting there. The Page of Swords. Oh, 2 queens now. Told you. 2 queens now with the Page of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Wands. So now this is now this is an energy where you are probably getting out of your own way, whatever preconceived notions that you've had about yourself, whatever assumptions or narratives that you have or have had about yourself that no longer fit the life that you're trying to create for yourself or what it is that you're trying to embody. You're like, yeah, fuck, I don't care about that anymore. The Queen of Wands is incredibly confident. She is somebody that doesn't really care what you think. It doesn't mean that she has to be mean. If she needs to, she'll absolutely put you in your place. You know, it's Aries energy. But the Queen of Wands is the showstopper. She's the one that knows how to accept her shadow, overcome it, and be like, yeah, I did it, but I'm not that person anymore. Or, yeah, I was like this, but I'm not anymore. And blah, 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 right? Whatever her thing is. And the Three of Wands is energy of, I know what my plan is. I know what I need to do, and I'm going forward with whatever it is. You are on your way to Empressdom or Emperordom, okay? Not dumb, like Dom, okay? You're getting there. A new start is coming, baby. You have to want it. You got to own it. You got to get it. You got to be willing to step up, and you will, especially with that Queen of Wands. Just get out of your own way. Thank you so much, Pisces. If you want to book a super chat reading, you can do so on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that in the description box below, or you can click the link in the pinned comment. Also, keep in mind, guys, I will be taking one-on-one private sessions on Hipsy after the stream, after I'm done with the super chat questions, okay? So make sure you guys look out for that and keep me on your phone or your computer. All right, let's shuffle some more of these cards. Pizza party. Hey. I know what the challenges I need to step up to. Love it. Sinking like our menstrual cycle. Yeah, I guess I'm getting my getting on the rag there right during the new moon in Capricorn, which I need to post that on my freaking Instagram. I need to do that. I'll do that tomorrow while I'm sitting at home. Thank you, Rick. I need to book a face-to-face call because if I do it through my phone, you'll hide your face. No, I won't. You can call me. You can call me. Just like let me know ahead of time. I don't want to look like a bum. Like, yeah, yes, Carmen. If you call me at like 1 in the afternoon and I'm still in my underwear and my hair looks like a homeless lady, or I look like Einstein reincarnated as a woman, yeah, I'm probably gonna hide my face. Like hopping on the cotton. Bitch, I have not heard that in so long. That is so fucking funny. Stop. I'm getting the white sauce. Yum. Wow, Tom. Really? You know what, Tom? I should have guessed. I should have guessed that Sagittarius rising humor, right, buddy? It's okay. Lori Dart Designs is also a Sagittarius rising. Never fear. Girl, she don't care. I care. No. You're always be. Oh, thanks. That's very sweet. Dracula's tea bag. Get out. Get out right now. Cross the line. No. No, you're done. You're done. You're done. Wow. What are some other ones? So I can say it to gross men out. I'm dead, Playboy. Oh my God, Lori. You know, my mom is so funny. Her name is Angie, but my dad calls her Mangie because that woman, the car will break down and my parents will like be in the car and she'll be like, God damn it. And she'll get out of the car in the rain. She's lifting the hood, popping the hood, looking around. You know, she has these big old boobs like flopping around in the engine. I'm just like, my mom is she used to drag race when she was younger. She used to drag race with the boys. She's a Sag rising, Sag sun. Oh yeah, she's a double Sag. My dad is a sun in Leo, moon in Leo. This is who I was raised by. But my dad is a Capricorn rising and my mom is a moon in Virgo, and it shows. It shows. It does. Yeah. In good ways, but also in terrifying ways. But it's very interesting because they say sometimes, like, if the sun is in your first house, either you look like your father or your personality was very much influenced by him. She looks like her dad big time. If you have your moon in your first house, which I have, you look like your mother and or you got a lot of your personality from your mom. However, it can also represent the sun. Having the sun in your first house can represent you had to become your own father. Moon in the first house, you had to become your own mother. When I tell you, these things hit with me and my mom so hard, dude. So hard. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. You know what, though? Like, honestly, having so much air, being a Taurus rising, Taurus moon, Virgo sun, Mars and Capricorn, Venus and Scorpio, being raised by such fiery party parents, I'm truly a natural introvert, believe it or not, and I have, like, weird social anxiety. I feel very awkward around people, and my parents, the opposite. Total opposite, and so I found myself having to, like, morph to be able to deal, and I developed drinking habits at a very young age, because a lot of that. It's very, very scary for a little introverted earth baby, you know what I mean? Okay, let me pee, then we're gonna do super chat questions, okay? I'm the oh, that's good for you. No, I mean, me and my parents have a really good relationship now, but, I mean, it was certainly it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. Alrighty. Alright, guys, let's see here. I gotta pee. Damn. I was trying to I have like I saw my cat and I got like cute aggression immediately and I was like, ugh. And so I ran over to her to grab her face and like squeeze her and she like saw me. She hates to see me coming, bitch. And she ran out there. She was out of there. She already knows what's coming. I do the whole thing, the whole nine. I take her face and I'm just like, give her like a nice little, facelift, Joan Rivers facelift, squeeze her little cheeks, squeeze it. She hates getting her butt squeezed, but I just absolutely lose my mind. Kiddos is here. Wow. That's why Ethel Kane wasn't playing. It's nice to see you, baby. It's my 5-year sober anniversary. Alcohol, cigarette free, by the way. My dad was actually a lot more easy to get along with when he was drinking. He tries now, but he's very judgmental. He's a Pisces. Yeah, my mom doesn't my parents don't smoke cigarettes anymore. My dad still drinks sometimes, but my mom doesn't drink anymore. So it definitely helps. And I don't drink anymore, so, very positive. Aw, that's okay, kiddos. I mean, I'm gonna, well, I get you don't really do, did you find me on Hipsy? Um, I'm gonna be live again on Monday. Other than that, I'm just working on Hipsy. I'm gonna be working on Hipsy tonight afterwards, doing the private one-on-one sessions with people after this live stream, and then I'm gonna be doing Hipsy one-on-one sessions all weekend, basically. And then on Monday is when I'm going to be live again, Mondays and Tuesdays. Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays. Oh, thank you, Kelly. My dad was and still is an alcoholic. Oh, it's so bad. That stuff is so bad. We need a cameo. Let me see if I can grab her. You're just a baby. She's just a baby. She's just a baby. Thank you, War Queen. Look at the baby. So cute. I love you. She likes to act like she's in charge or like she hates me, but she is the biggest little snuggler. Hold on. They just want to see you. She's not having it. She's definitely not having it. I tried. I was so obvious. I thought I was like, it's okay. Yeah, she's a little feisty. She's also a Leo. Just can't get away from these damn fire signs. She is beautiful though. Oh, look, now she's coming back. She's rubbing on my leg. She's so fake. Okay. All right, Lori. All right, let's see here. All right, let's do it. Let's do the super chats. All right. We got Playboy Bunny. Jonathan's feelings about me and next actions towards me. We haven't spoken in a week. Thank you. Let me see. Emperor in reverse. I feel like he's too immature. Or it's that he's wanting to assert some kind of metaphorical dominance, or he's wanting to assert some, not metaphorical, delusional dominance. The world in reverse. Did you say something to trigger his ego or something like that? Did you say something to trigger his ego, or is it that he knows you guys have unfinished business, but he's not talking to try to feel like he's in control in some way? You know, that's what it feels like to me. Like he's trying to be in control. His actions towards you, the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This to me looks like somebody who's going to breadcrumb you and breadcrumb you. Like they're going to leave like these little breadcrumbs all the way to your demise. And then you're gonna be like, wait, I didn't sign up for this. And he's gonna be like, yes, yes, you did. You followed my little cashews all the way to hell. That's what that looks like to me. You know, your commitment is being tested probably to yourself. But your commitment is being tested to something. Let's go ahead and grab another card. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. You already know what your commitment is being tested to. And it's telling you to, instead of trying to take what you already instinctively and intuitively know and trying to dissect it, just take what you already know and run with it. Thank you. Sorry, I know that sounded crappy. Thank you so much, Playboy. Playboy Bunny. Then we have Vanessa. Would like to know Cancer's next actions. 7 of Cups. Seems like he's got his head in the clouds a little bit. Thinking about you, possibly sexual fantasies. There could be some kind of understanding that you guys come to. It looks like he's deciding to... Knight of Wands in reverse. It looks like he's more in his feelings as opposed to taking full-blown action. That Knight of Wands in reverse makes me feel like he's not taking action and he's more so just feeling his feelings and kind of fantasizing about you in a weird way. And I don't know if that's emotionally, sexually, or all of the above, but he's not really taking full action. Or there's passive-aggressive ways that he's attempting to get your attention, but they're a little immature or a little, once again, passive aggressive or strange. And it may be because he's attempting to get some kind of emotional need met. You're not going to trust it. Queen of Cups in reverse. You're going to feel like emotionally weird about it. So this may just be that he is simply feeling his feelings and attempting to create a space for you to feel yours or create a space for you to express yourself. But that Queen of Cups in reverse makes me feel like that's you not trusting a situation or not trusting the space that he's creating for you, but it's there. He may be trying to go backwards in order to move forwards. So the 7 of Cups to the 2 of Cups, he could be essentially fantasizing about your guys' connection or trying to understand something or trying to nurture it in some way because that's Venus in Cancer. The Knight of Wands in reverse, though, shows me that there's not necessarily a full-blown action. It's more of just like, I feel these things. I'm aware that Oh, sorry. Sorry. Don't ask. Please just don't ask. God help me. And this tells me that there may be an actual offer. So there's an understanding of his feelings, but also a question of them with the 7 of Cups. So feeling his feelings, but questioning what it is that he's feeling. So that may talk about the inaction. But lo and behold, I like this-ish. Clearly, you're feeling some type of way about it, probably for the right reasons. But that King of Cups and the Ace of Cups shows me that he's trying to offer you some kind of emotional something or another. So there's some kind of offer here. You have be bold and make the first move. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. This is just making me feel like just be yourself. And I don't think that you're not being yourself, but I think that that's what it's saying. It's trying to tell you to take initiative in the way that you want. Be exactly who you are. That's how you're going to know if this person is truly the right person for you. I found myself before where I felt like I needed to like act a certain way or, oh, well, I guess I'll just let him text me first. And it doesn't mean that you can't, allow somebody to initiate so you can receive like the woman that you are, but just be you, ultimately be you. So I don't know what that means for you. It's like, yeah, thanks for the generic ass answer. But I hope that makes sense, Vanessa. Thank you so much. We have SJ. Will Mike and I still have our meetup in early January? Yes, the star. Could be something that's very healing. What's going to happen with this meetup? Death, King of Wands in reverse. What? Okay. The star energy would be a yes. So there is a meeting that seems to be very hopeful. The death card telling me that this may be what happens It could be that this man gets in his ego, in some kind of way. Mike, it seems like he's getting in his ego. It seems like he could even be having a little bit of an ego death to the point where he almost, I don't want to say rejects you, but you may feel unwelcomed, or Jesus Christ, or you are not welcoming that ego into your space. You could be like, yeah, no, that's not, I don't know what your problem is. It seems like there's something that's hurting his feelings, but it doesn't feel like you're doing it intentionally. It just feels like he's intimidated, or he feels like he needs to be a certain way or something like that. So there seems to be some kind of like, wait a minute, backtracking, delay, something like that. Could be an ending. Thank you, SJ. We have Missy D. Do I have a Prince Charming coming in to sweep me off my feet anytime soon? Let's see. Let's see the next 3 months. Ace of Wands in reverse. Magician. I feel like somebody will come in and they could be it could be a Virgo or a Gemini energy, and they seem to be very confident in their abilities. But I feel like this is your perspective. I feel like, okay, so if you look at the magician, they have all of the elements available to them. They have the wand energy, they have the sword energy, they have the pentacle energy, have right? But what I feel like is missing from your perspective is the Ace of Wands in reverse. You could feel like, okay, they're saying all of these things that they want, but they're not actually taking action. They have all of these other things, but I'm not that attracted. So, or it could just feel like what you are trying to create with this person, like there's a delay or it's taking too long. 10 of Cups in reverse, the Judgment. It could be also that you have a reconciliation with somebody that you used to be in a relationship with, to be honest with you. Um, I would get a personal reading on this if you want to touch on this one specifically, because it's not really telling me anything else. But as far as that goes, this can also be that you're deciding to make a big judgment call to not commit or emotionally support somebody, potentially because of this energy. So it seems like you are doing what's best for you, in my opinion. So I don't know. I feel like they're missing something that you want. Thank you, Missy D. Some Okay, sorry. Samantha, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to ask me to say a different name and I stuttered for a second. We have Sam. Is the Aquarius guy I'm working on a project with crushing on me back? What are his impressions / thoughts of me so far? What about his thoughts about her? The Hermit is more of just, these are his feelings. The Hermit is like just kind of inside of himself, just kind of keeping his maybe feelings to himself. The Eight of Cups, he may feel like there's something that you're idolizing or that he's maybe putting on a pedestal. And if he's like, for instance, right, let's say that so the Hermit is about self-awareness, and so this is about him like trying to understand the way that he's feeling or feeling like he needs to kind of backtrack. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that you have an illusion to, or someone that you have an illusion to. So it can be like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm putting this person on a pedestal. And then we have the thoughts about you, which the Knight of Cups in reverse can also talk about that. And then the Six of Wands is like, he may be feeling like if he gives you too much attention, or if he puts you on a pedestal, or if he gives you too much attention, he's going to put you on a pedestal. There's something about that where it's like he's trying to, like, for instance, if this is somebody who has patterns of idealizing people, for instance, he may be like, yep, nope, not doing that again. That's what I'm getting. He may also think that you are acting in a certain way in order to get his attention as well. So I don't know. It's very like elusive. It's very like I don't wanna say it's shady. I wouldn't say it's shady. It's just very elusive. It's very within oneself. It seems like he's dealing with his own personal issues, but I'm not seeing, like, feelings. It's almost like he's trying to walk away from the thought of that. So, I don't know. It feels like there's some internal issues that he's working out there, like, almost like he's going through a dark night of the soul or something. Then we have Vanessa. What should I know about the Gemini Anthony going into this? Oh boy. All right, here we go. I'm ready. I'm preparing myself for the next one, baby. Suit me up. The strength in reverse. He may have some confidence issues. He may also have some self control issues with that strength in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This makes me think of weaponized incompetence. Like the type of person who pretends that they don't know how to do something so that way you'll never ask them to do it again. Um, I also feel like sometimes this is the type of person who's too afraid to actually put in a genuine effort because he doesn't want to be critiqued for how bad or even how good he may be. He's a little bit of a slouch, basically. There's that ego thing again. Sun in reverse, double Leo energy in reverse. I don't feel like I feel like this is somebody who attempts to practice indifference because he's likely had some kind of either a lot of heartache in his life or one initial one that really messed him up that kind of killed his sense of confidence or maybe even made him like this. Maybe, for instance, what I mean by this is maybe he really put in a genuine effort towards somebody in the past and they just critiqued him and dogged him like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? This can also be him just trying to separate his emotions from things. So he has this like detached energy so he doesn't have to like truly feel something or invest too much so he doesn't have to get his hopes up or something like that. Does that make sense? Thank you, Vanessa. We have Christina. Hello, Violetta. I am currently going through a relationship ending and dark night of the soul because of it. Could you let me know anything about what I am going through or what I can look forward to through this transition leading into 2025? Thank you. Oh, absolutely, baby. Let me see. Okay. Whoever this person has been to you in your life, um, they are a replication of somebody from your childhood. And what I mean by that is it's almost as if this person is the same lesson in a different body, either from your teenage years, from your childhood, something like that. And it's something that you're here to learn once again because life tried to teach it to you before, and either you were not quite ready to figure it out, um, but now you may be. And I feel like with that justice in the upright, I feel like you are. I feel like you don't see this right now, but this is a blessing in disguise. The Six of Cups can be a blessing from God or a gift from God. And I feel like that's what you're being given right now, although you don't see it yet. It's almost as if, I was just telling a client this last night. It's almost as if you are sitting in front of this door and you are, crying, looking at old pictures of you and your ex, for instance, right? And if you would just put the phone down and you would get up and open the door and see what's on the other side of it, that is the gift. That is the lesson. It's something like that. But that's what you're going through. But it's a replication of a lesson that was already brought to your doorstep. Tell me the good that is coming towards her. Only the good. The High Priestess and the Three of Cups makes me feel like you're either joining some kind of witch community or some kind of community that has to do with the occult. This can be you coming together with some kind of tarot reader that becomes your friend, or you learn tarot, or some kind of occult magic within some kind of group or community. It seems to me like if this high priestess is not you, it makes me feel like you are becoming friends with somebody that is in that either line of work or that doesn't necessarily treat the occult like work, but um, engages in it. Now, this high priestess could also be you. So it can be that you are becoming a lot more spiritual. Your intuition is on overdrive in a positive way, and that could lead you into the right community and or friendships during that journey. So, the high priestess is like someone who enjoys watching tarot, reading tarot, the tarot reader, maybe the astrologer, right? But it's like the occult, like anything to do with kind of the occult energy. So it seems like something like that. It's like you're meeting some kind of group that's going to offer you community and understanding. Thank you, Christina. All right, then we got Sarah. Hey, Violetta, can you tell me, please, what is he thinking about me in terms of the connection? If you're afraid he's let go of you in some way, I don't think that he has. He seems to want to keep the peace, but there may be a change that he's also avoiding. He feels like you won't let go of some kind of drama, or he may feel like you won't let go of some kind of argument in some way, or you don't see his perspective because all you want to do is be heard. Because I was asking in my head, how does he see her? And so that's what I got. So it seems like there's a change that needs to happen, but we're avoiding it, or he thinks that you guys are avoiding it, or he's avoiding it. And he's seeing you as refusing to see his side of something, or that you may be conflicted within self to be able to let go of a perspective of him, of something that is causing conflict within the dynamic. Thank you so much, Sarah. Um, Sarah, again, we got good things happening next in love. Is there a relationship or someone coming towards me in the near future? Thank you. Show me only the positive within the next 6 months for Sarah. Only the positive. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands in reverse, the Chariot, a Cancer probably, a Cancer placement, top 3, Sun, Moon, or Rising maybe. Um, After some time of feeling like nothing's working out, or after a time of feeling like you've lost your confidence, or a time of feeling like things have been delayed, or dates haven't worked out, or something like that, or people haven't worked out, or the conversation ran dry, or whatever, right? I'll show you what this looks like here. There's going to be a moment when you realize why those things didn't work out. You ever had those moments where you're like, oh, that's why that thing didn't work out? This is probably going to be one of those moments. And I think as well that this opportunity that somebody seems to be approaching you with is something that can last for a very long time. The Ace of Pentacles is just the beginning of the 10 of Pentacles. And so I feel like that's where you're going to be at. And I think with the Chariot energy, this is probably somebody who may be a little bit fearful to approach you, or a little bit fearful to move ahead, but they're doing it anyway. They're taking initiative. Probably somebody who will also be very protective over you as well. There may be some hiccups in communication at first, or a little bit of fear, but it seems like this person pulls it together. So that's really positive for me. Definitely a Cancer placement there somewhere. Thank you, Sarah. Then we have Cool Girl. Hello. What are Jay, the Libra's thoughts about me currently? Thank you. Um, He feels like you're sad about something, essentially. He feels like you're either sad or you regret something, but he feels like you do it to yourself. Now, whether that's true or not, I have no idea, but it's almost like the thing that he thinks that you're sad about, he feels like you got yourself there or you put yourself there in some way. But I don't think that matters to him. The 6 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. He looks at you like somebody who's a soulmate, a friend, a lover, or could be a lover. The 10 of Cups is also somebody that you're either A, committed to, or you view as somebody that you could take seriously in regards to a long-term love connection. So while he may feel like you're sad or you do it to yourself or something like that, right? This is kind of like I'm refusing to see the silver lining because that is my choice. That's what he thinks about you, okay? And I don't know in what area or what subject he thinks that you think that in or if that's even true, but that's what he sees. But he still sees you as somebody who's a gift or a blessing in his life, somebody that he's either committed to emotionally or somebody who's very emotionally supportive, somebody who that he wants to be emotionally supportive to. Thank you, cool girl. All right, guys, I am out of here. I love you. Have a wonderful night. Shout out to Carmen, especially. Thank you so much for the sobriety love tonight. Shout out to all of my super chatters. Shout out to Rick, of course, for doing the super chats. Shout out to Lori and Complexity as well. I love you guys. Obviously, all 3 of my incredible mods. I could never thank you enough. You guys obviously make this easier. You make my life a hell of a lot easier. And of course, Kinez, you're welcome, even though you're late. Okay. To the detention room next time. But I love you guys and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. What's up, Dominic? Bye for now.